Is the recording?
Yes, I'm recording also. This is in case Facebook do something funny. Because sometimes Facebook can do something funny.
It happens to a lot of people. Facebook.
Yeah. So okay, we are live.
All right.
Right. So well wishes to everyone, wherever you are tuning in from. And I saw someone from Lebanon. It's like, wow, thank you. And I know I recognize some faces from Europe, Romania. Must be early at your place now. So, okay. As I've shared last month, October is a bullying month for me. Okay. So hence I've actually packed my month with activities, lots and lots of activities. And this also including the lingering tasks, which I've been procrastinating for a long time. And in other words, what I did is like, I bullied myself. So instead of waiting for the energy, allowing the energy to bully me, I do the bullying. I initiate the energy, I initiate my action so that I don't have time to entertain the other unnecessary stuff. So sometimes when you have, when you see that there's negative energy that's hitting into you, you can actually direct it in a way that is going to give you benefit. Okay, oh yeah, you can use bullying on yourself. Because what bullying punishment brings in is like, it makes you feel suppressed. It makes you feel like you don't have a choice but to do it. Then it also makes you feel frustrated at some time. So if you know all these emotions is going to come in, no matter what, okay, whatever it is, why not you chart up your day, chart up your plan to get something out of it. Okay, that's what I did, right? So, okay. So it's like for me, in October, it has been, I would say it has been fulfilling. No doubt, I do feel under pressure, but on the other hand, I've achieved quite a bit over there. So it's just like this morning, we had our BaZi workshop, the second class, and now I'm here doing this webinar. And later this evening, I have another meeting. And I will say I'm all in for it because I know the energy is as such. Okay, I know the energy is going to put the pressure on me. So why not? I'm going to feel pressured anyway. Why not get something done, get something out, right? So that's about me. So how was your October? Have you achieved anything? What have you achieved? Share with me, okay? Share in the chat. You can share in on my page as well. Let me know it's like, how was October to you? What are your challenges, struggles? What have you achieved? Then, Joanne busy as usual. Then it's like, we can learn from each other as well, okay? So November, boring. Oh, Anthony, can't be boring. It's so exciting. Okay, let's see what November have for you, yeah, Anthony. So November has similar force like October, but in a different flavor this time. So for me, November is my nobleman month, and I'm really excited to discover what the month will bring for me, as there are also the external influences that can disrupt my plan. Okay. So for those of you who are seeing me for the first time, I'm Nelly. You can call me Nell. And I've been studying metaphysics under JY Academy since 2012. So my journey started as a self-help, as I was really on a low end of my life at that time. And since I've also been helping others along the way. And at the moment, I'm conducting BaZi achievement classes, as well as doing consultations. And my focus is life transformation coaching. Okay, this is where I apply for various methods in Chinese metaphysics, like BaZi, achievement, even date selection, all of this in to get better results. Okay. A disclaimer over here, most terms that I use in this webinar belongs to Grandmaster Daru Joviya. Okay. So let's do a quick recap of the year. Yeah. 2021, it's a year for spiritual alignment. It's also a year for spiritual enlightenment. And we can see from achievement perspective, the chart is in semi-full yin, which indicates that the universe has slowed down the energy and movement, giving us the opportunity for introspection and also retrospection. So from a BaZi perspective, this year, the spiritual energy resides on the external and the internal plane, okay, both planes. So which means it's like some of us may still be incognizant, unaware of what's happening and how it's impacting us, but we are getting to the point where now we realize that things are changing. Okay, and now we realize that there is an inner calling for us to wake up. Okay, so then in 2022, which is just a few months down the road, the spiritual energy is actually on the external plane, which is on the year and the month. And this indicates that a sudden sense of competition, a sudden sense of awakening will come, it will hit. And next year, being it to be a water tiger, a Ren Yin year, and Ren Yin is the most ferocious tiger of all the tiger pillars. So this also can indicate that 2020 may bring an acute sense of panic, and it does indicate stiffer competition, right? So Dato has already given us a hint, beginning of this year, to wake up and be prepared for the winter. So in fact, now, winter is already here, okay? So this year, the tiger is still in the cage. That means people are still looking out, maybe planning what to do, thinking of what they want to do, and so on. But when 2022 hit in February next year, this is where the tigers are all out there crossing the rapids. So what this means is, the floodgate will open and people will rush out there, grab every opportunity or any opportunity that they can. Okay, and this is because next year also metal is missing, which means in the general public, okay, people will feel a bit insecure, right? Because they feel that there's a lot of uncertainty and so on. Okay, so let's start with the planetary movement. Okay, so November energy, it's rather special. I will look at it in that way, yeah. So it's a month where we need to expect the unexpected. And throughout the month, it looks like Uranus seems to be the root cause of a lot of things. So let's understand what this planet or how this planet affects us. Okay, to start with, Uranus governs humanitarian things and also progressive ideas. Okay, it also, how will I put it? It is also known as the awakener, okay, a catalyst of things. And it symbolizes inventive power, riots, change, revolution, and tension. So hence, any transits involving Uranus will bring surprises. So if you recall, back in my webinar in August, I actually shared that Uranus is going into retrograde. So Uranus has been in retrograde since August, and this retrograde will last all the way until January 2022. And when Uranus is in retrograde, it actually slows down the volatile pace, and it gives us some breathing space to sort things out. So if you have not sorted out your lingering issue, you still have time to sort it out, okay? But however, the retrograde also brings a feeling of dissatisfaction, which leads us to resorting in maybe unconventional ways or methods in managing our resources. Perhaps it's due to the fear of change, or could be just merely our attachment, the attachment to our old ways, our old belief, our old self, okay? So this month, November, the unpredictable nature of Uranus is amplified okay, under the influence of the other planets. So do take November as a month to question whether are we actually living an authentic life, or are we blinded by social conditioning? Are we living our own life, or are we living someone else's life? This is a question that we need to find answer to, okay? Because since November is a month that has a lot of unexpected things that's going to happen, a lot of surprises that's going to happen, why not we create the surprises for ourselves, right? So starting with 4th of November in a few days' time, with the sun and moon in opposition with Uranus, it can bring a feeling of irritation, but at the same time, we can also feel like passionate for a lot of things. So as Uranus is closely related to technology, there may be some disruptions to network systems, and this can bring a lot of frustration, especially now it's like we are all thriving, or we are all very dependent on technology, our handphone, WhatsApp, Wi-Fi, and everything else, right? So imagine you are texting someone, or perhaps your spouse, you're chatting with them, and suddenly it's like there's no response from them, there's a delay. And this silence, it may trigger unnecessary suspicion or uncertainty in you. So what so? If you are in a restaurant and the restaurant is using, they order food through technology, they use iPad or things like that, where you scroll through and then you press the button to order, right? And then there is a delay in the food, there's a delay in the system, and this may leave you feeling irritated and frustrated because you're hungry. And perhaps we may also quickly jump into the conclusion to judge the service quality, okay? So as this month may bring unsettling moments, or on this day, 4th of November, it can bring unsettling moments. But if you keep an open mind, you can discover a better way forward. Just laugh over things, have humor, okay? After all, it is not the people, okay? It's the environment, okay? Enjoy the ride, right? So moving on to 11 November, or maybe it's between 10 to 11 November, depending on which part of the globe you are. We have the moon squaring Uranus, and this can actually trigger our mood swings. We can be eccentric at one moment, and then the next moment, we are back to normal. And after that, we may feel like down, feeling lost, and feeling awkward out of a sudden. So remind yourself to stay calm, and again, enjoy the ride, enjoy the moments, and learn to laugh at yourself, okay? Because sometimes this energy can actually bring surprises to us. This energy can actually make us wonder, it's like, hey, what just happened? Okay, and we may just think like, oh, actually, I don't know what happened over there. I don't know what I did. Okay, so it's okay. Just have humor, laugh about it, right? Then coming to 14th of November, this is where we have Mercury in opposition with Uranus. And this day can be a bit tense, as it can bring scattered moments with unexpected happenings, okay, that can increase your anxiety. So this can leave you feeling cranky. Okay, just so be mindful, and again, learn to laugh at yourself and tell yourself it's okay. Okay, you may have lost control for a while, but it's okay. That's human. We are all human. Okay, and we are not perfect. Then between 17 to 18 of November, here we have the Mars and also the Moon coming in to disturb Uranus. And this can lead to a sudden outburst of anger, unreasonable views on things, and maybe some resentment may crop up, and this can actually trigger your emotions. Okay, it can make you feel irritated, dissatisfied. A lot of things can come into play. So pay attention to how your thoughts is attempting to derail you. Okay, detach from your thoughts and watch the show that your mind has to offer to you. Perhaps this is where you can discover a lot more which you never knew. Okay, question yourself, are these the events that you want to see happening to you again? If not, then decide to change and take action to resolve it. Okay, action works miracle. Inaction creates nothing. So for this month, or I would say November, mindfulness is the key. Hence, use this month to transition to a new you, a new norm. And since this month will be unpredictable anyways, so why not you create your new self? Okay, try new things and experiment with life. Because it's through the experimenting with things in our life that we can find possibilities. We see things which we never thought of. Okay, so explore. So next, let's look at the BaZi perspective. So from the BaZi perspective, it's again, if you look at the surface, it looks a bit cold, but however, there's passion burning from within. Okay, from our goal, we have dreams, we have thoughts, we have things that we want to achieve. But then the environment, you may feel that, okay, it's a bit maybe not right. You may have that self-doubt to think that, is it the right time to do? It's not the right time to do. And how do I move forward and so on? Okay, so this month, expect to see more collaboration, but also we need to expect disagreement and contention along the way. This is when things seem to be going well. Then the next thing, something stir up and it disrupt the plans. And this can cause a delay in the events. Okay. So internally, what will be going on in our mind in terms of all these triggers and so on? We can see the horse and goat combined between the hour and the day. So this produces more fire, and it means it brings passion. So if you are determined to get things done, the work will get done. So it's the determination. It's not a month where you think or you consider whether is it the right timing or not, or is there better timing, better chances. This month, just do it. Try. Okay? You can take the small steps. If you think that your goal is too big to achieve in a month, or it's too big and it gives you that fear, do one small thing. Do one small thing that starts your engine up. Okay? So next, we can also see the goat. Okay, the goat and the ox, the goat in the day and then the ox in the year. It is a clash. And it is a very well-known clash, especially this year is the ox. Then those of us who have goat in the chart, we would have already felt it. Okay, so over here is like maybe you are unwilling to change or adapt to the new environment, to the new situation, especially now business are opening up. Okay, but the COVID cases is still there and we need to learn to live with this COVID. So ask yourself, what is holding you back and why do you feel that you're being held back? Okay, find that answer and move out, okay? Jump out, try something new. Perhaps it's because you didn't attempt to try. That's why you think that things are holding you back. Take the first step. The first step is always difficult, but once you have the first step, then you can try the second step. When you see progress in yourself, that's when you get moving. Okay. So another thing here, as we have that clash, we also have the pig in the month that is attempting to combine with the goat, and it's pulling in rabbit into the picture. Okay, and this forms a seasonal combo. So when we have a seasonal combo, it brings new ideas, it brings growth, it also fosters productivity. But on the other hand, what we can see from the chart is our belief may hinder our progress, and we can see the horse is disrupting the rabbit. Okay, so what this means is there are opportunities out there. There are a lot of new ideas that you can try on. But whether are you ready to get rid of your old belief and try new things? Okay, because if you are ready, you can grab the opportunity, you can go for it. But if you are not ready, there will be a sense of contention and conflict. But then you will start to think, okay, there is a new idea which I want to try. But then on the other hand, you may be asking yourself, is it the right time? Is it the right thing to do? Is it suitable for me? And it goes on and goes on. Okay, so this month, I will say just do it, right? Then on the other hand, the ox is also attempting to combine with the pig. And this time the ox is pulling in the rat, okay? And this combination, it's called the directional combo. And it demands that we stay focused and deep dive in a subject. Specialization. However, again, our belief system may reject the idea. As we can see, the horse is actually clashing with the rat. Okay, so it goes back into question. It's like, what is our intention? What do we want to do actually? Okay, you have the idea, you want to get something done, but then on the other hand, when the opportunity presents itself in front of you, you dare not take that first step. Okay, so with such an energy in November, we need to be conscious of our emotions and be mindful of our actions, because we are not alone, okay? And if you are going too fast, it can actually cause damage, and it can maybe hurt people around you, or maybe hurt yourself. And if you go, and also if you're going too fast, it can also result you in a burnout, okay? So you need to have that balance. So since this month is to expect the unexpected, why not gear ourselves up to do the unexpected? Try new things, do things that usually we won't do things that maybe we don't like. Okay, try it and look at it from a different perspective. Learn to like what you don't like. So let's look at the different animal signs, yeah? So for this webinar, I have all 12 animal signs in it. It's because all of it has some impact this month. Okay, so let's start with the pig. So we know pig, it forms a punishment, a self-punishment. And this is a smart aleck punishment where you believe that you are just smarter than other people. So since if you have pig in your chart, yeah, and since we know that this month there's another pig coming in, and there's a tendency that it will spark up your, I would say, the ego, the smartness within. Why not you challenge yourself to learn from those who are smarter than you and see how much you can achieve this month? That means how smart you can be by learning from people who are smarter than you. Okay, look at things from a different perspective, and this can give you a new flavor. This can give you new ideas as well. Okay, you may be able to discover things that you never knew could work. Okay, so do that if you have pig in your chart. Then next we have tiger. So tiger, it has a combination with a pig, but at the same time, it also forms a destruction that brings to hidden conflict. So what this means is like there are opportunities out there where you can captivate and you can grow on top of it. But on the other side, you may not like it. Okay? You love the opportunity, but you don't like the work. So what you need to do in November, that is do what you hate and like, and learn to love it. Okay, learn to love it. Because anyway, in order for us to achieve something, there is a journey. Okay, it comes in a package. There will be parts of the work that you like, there will be parts of the work that you don't like. So learn to like, learn to love it, love what you do. Okay, then next we have the snake, and snake and pig is a clash. So you want to steer clear from unrelated petty matters and focus on your scope. So let your work and results speak for you. Okay, speak less. Then we have the monkey. Monkey and pig, it actually forms a hump. So in November, you may feel a bit disturbed where there's a lot of these petty people around you. And it seems like there's a lot of noises that's disturbing, a lot of complaints, just a lot of maybe bitching or whatever. Filter out the noise, focus on what matters. Okay, sometimes people don't mean what they say. Okay, so just understand what's the message behind it, okay, and look at what is actionable on your side. So don't bother arguing, because when you argue, you are just wasting time, one. The other thing is you are bringing harm to yourself, you are harming yourself, because you don't need to resort yourself into unpleasant moments, okay? So next we have the ox. So ox this year is a brand deal. So for November, don't let the pig distract you. Pig can bring a lot of distraction to ox because there is an attempt to combine, okay, that forms that directional combo. So if you are in for a collaboration, if you see an opportunity that you need to collaborate and you can join hands with other people, you need to follow through and to ensure you understand what is required from your end, okay? Because it's not a time for you to just take it easily, be complacent about things. You need to deep dive and go deep into the topics and follow through to completion. Then we have goat. So 2021 is a clash year for goat. And anyways, it's a clash, right? So why not try different things and innovate, expand your horizon. There'll be a lot of new ideas that will be bubbling up. So let's see which part of these opportunities, which part of the ideas that you can contribute and you can write on, okay? So next is the dragon. And for November, I would say dragon, you need to take a break after a whole month with the dog. So take stock and refocus your goals, because some of your goals may be out of alignment by now. So let's reassess what you have on your table, reassess your resources, and replan your goals. Okay, you may need to shift gear, right? So next will be the dog. So dog, in November, let your guard down and allow yourself to learn and grow. Okay, don't pick on small little things. Okay, look at the big picture. Remember, growth is the word for you. So the next group, we have the horse. So as we all know, horse and ox, it actually forms a harm relationship, and there'll be a lot of incidents bring about around misunderstanding, misinterpretation, and things like that, okay? So November, use facts and figures to drive your decision. You need to park emotions aside, okay? So when you are unclear, when you are in doubt, look at the data, gather the information, and make a decision out of that analysis. Do analysis. Okay, be logical, right? Then we have rabbit. So rabbit for November is a time for you to explore, look out for collaboration opportunities. So I hope in the last few months you have been doing that. You have been reaching out, you have been going out to look at, and I would say to explore, and also to look out for opportunities. You have been networking as well. So November is a month where you just need to do one thing: expand, expand, and expand. Okay, because there'll be a lot of things out there which needs you. Okay. So next we have the rat. So rat, ox, and pig, it actually forms a seasonal combo, right? And this year is the ox year. Then November is the pig month. And if you have a rat in your chart, this is a month where you have your seasonal combo form. So when we talk about seasonal combo, this is a combo that produces water, it brings wisdom. So you need to deep dive into a subject, be the expert, be the subject matter expert, okay? But on the other hand, So you need to watch your emotions, because with water, it does bring along with it a lot of some emotional disturbance. And the last one is the Rooster. So which so much happening in the last month, okay, a lot of drama and so on. This month, again, the energy, the general energy of the month also will have a lot of unexpected things that's going to pop up. So if you have Rooster in your chart, you need to have an objective to keep yourself focused. Okay. So what you need is focus, right? So next, I would want to look at the Feng Shui flying star first before we go into Qi. All right. It's because this in November, the flying star there has a story to tell. And this also calls out like it is rather very supportive of the energy of the whole month, the changes that Uranus will bring, the disturbance and so on. Okay. So for November, all of the flying star, it goes back to its natal position. So what else is better to do than to rewire your mind and also to reset your belief? It's just like this is a month where you can go back to revisit, okay, your core. Have you been living your life, or are you living in someone else's life? Are you happy? Are you getting what you want out of life? If not, look at what you want to change. Okay, look at the areas where you want to see improvement in, right? So in 2021, we have 5 yellow in the southeast sector. And this month, 5 yellow is joined by this, what do you call, star 4, which is the academic star. And with the wood star in the wood sector, it controls 5 yellow. So 5 yellow will not be very disruptive. Okay, but however, we still want to keep southeast quiet, calm and quiet, right? Then November, we have star 1. It flies into the north sector and it meets up with star 2. So it's a water star in a water sector. So star 2 being the earth element, it will be weakened, right? Then we have the star 2, which is the lunar star. In November, it flies in the southwest and it meets up with star 3. So star 2 is an earth star and it gets into an earth sector. So the monthly illness star is going to be strong. So if you are someone who has low immunity, or if you fall sick easily, avoid this sector. Okay. Or if you're someone who is strong, who have high immunity, then this sector can actually bring property investment opportunities if you use it. So if you're into property investment, you can use this sector. Okay. Make use of the southwest sector, but take care of your health. Pay attention to your health. Okay. Then we have star 3. So now in November, star 3 flies into the east and it meets up with star 4. So here we have 2 wood star in a wood sector. So if you need to learn how to be assertive, use this sector. But on the other hand, when we have a sector where it's so concentrated with the wood energy, you can somehow feel a bit complacent. Okay, you can feel like easily satisfied. So this is something which you need to take note of if you are using the east sector. Okay, so next we have star 5. November, star 5 enters the center and it meets up with star 6. So this indicates that this may be a great month to rewire, but it also comes with hidden obstacles. Because 5 yellow is an earth star and it gives birth, or it produces the metal, which is star 6, authority star. So it's like the conflicts and obstacles that you see, it can trigger your anger easily. But on the other hand, if you are conscious, if you are aware of it, you can actually turn all these obstacles into your motivation force and let it push you forward. Okay, no doubt you may feel frustrated at some point. No doubt you may feel that irritated, agitated, but keep that in check. Okay, keep that emotion in check and focus on what needs to be done to move you forward. Okay. So whenever the star is in the middle, okay, it has an indirect effect overall. Okay, it doesn't mean that the star goes into the middle, it is trapped. Okay, it is trapped in a sense that it doesn't inflict the rest of the sectors, but it does have an effect where it slowly seeps into the rest of the sectors. Okay. So next we have, I'm done with star 5. Now we are in star 6. So star 6 is an authority star and it flies into northwest and it meets up with star 7. Okay. So this is a sector where you want to use it if you want to step up, take charge and take back control of your life. It's just like you're lacking that courage. You are just lacking that self-confidence. So northwest in November, it's going to be a very good sector for you to use. Okay. So if you have been shying away from speaking, this is also the month where you can leverage on northwest to improve and train your communication skill. Okay. Next one, we have star 7, which is a robbery star. In November, the robbery star flies into the west sector and it meets up with star 8, the wealth star. So, okay, I know some of you may be thinking, okay, so does it mean that someone will be coming in and then will rob away my wealth, it will take away my money and so on? Well, if you are thinking it on the negative side, then yes, you are true, okay? But look at it this way. You have a star 8 in the sector for the whole year, which means that is the sitting star. Then now you have a visiting star 7, okay? So instead of waiting for your wealth to be robbed, why not you take the initiative, be proactive, go out and grab the opportunity, okay? Because this energy works 2 ways. Okay, if you leave it in a passive way, then it might bring out unintended outcome. It's because to start with, you don't even have any intention of how to use the star anyways. So that's why anything that happens is unintended, okay? But if you take proactive action and you tell yourself, okay, now I have star 7 coming into star 8. So it's a very good time for me to go out and grab the opportunities, like go out and rob. Okay, use this sector, plan what are the opportunities, okay, what are the deals that you have in hand. So instead of waiting for your customers to come back to you, follow up, follow through, okay, follow through with them. Be more aggressive in terms of your pushing, your marketing, and so on. Okay, leverage on this sector. Then next we have star 8, and star 8 in November it flies into the northeast and it meets up with star 9. So well, we have the wealth star meeting up and merging with star 9, the prospect star. So if you are doing business, or even if you're not doing business and you're looking on how to grow beyond yourself, use this sector, look beyond and start planning for next year. How do you want to grow? How do you want to expand your business? How do you want to expand your knowledge and your skill? Okay, Northeast will be the sector for you to use. So last we have star 9, which is a prosperity star. So November, the prosperity star flies into the south and it meets up with star 1. So prosperity star is fire, it meets up, it lands in a fire sector, and star 1 is a water star. So there will be some contention over there, okay, but the fire is strong, right? So this is a sector where you want to use to connect with future prospects. This is not a sector where you want to do aggressive marketing or aggressive selling, but it's more on connection, connecting, okay, building a path for the future, looking at other possibilities, looking at potential, okay, potential things that you can do or potential customers. It's more about laying your path for next year. Okay. So, all right, this is a feng shui perspective. So now we know it's like the stars are back to its original, its natal position. So it indicates it's a time where we want to go back to our core and look at what's going on, what's happening, what are the things that we want to change, because this month the flying star does give us that chance. Okay, and with star 5 in the middle, it's like there will be obstacles, there will be hidden conflicts and so on, but amidst all these obstacles and conflicts, there is opportunity. So leverage on those opportunities, train yourself to look for opportunity, okay, within obstacles and challenges. Okay. Now let's look at the achievement perspective. So October may have brought some conflicting experiences where you feel out of place, okay? But October and November, it has very similar energy, but it comes with a different flavor. So how is it different? So November gives us the right action, puts us in, I would say, puts us in an environment with right action, right environment. This is where the doors and stars are actually in complementary position. Okay, so in October, we have the stars and doors in opposing position. But now, November, it is the deity's turn that is doing the trick. And we all know deities represents our intention. So now you have the right environment, you can take the right action, okay? But do you have the right intention to match with it? So November is a month where do you want to do the tango or you want to do the twist? It is your choice, okay? Let me take a question from Joanne. So Joanne is asking, is it good to sit back, face south for connection and calling? Yes, Joanne, if you are looking for future prospects, okay, you can use south. But if you are looking at closing deals, then you use west, okay? Because south for November is not for selling, okay? West is for selling. So Miriam is asking, remind me what actions, attitude do we need to do with Destructor in south? Okay. Destructor comes with a very disruptive nature. But be in South, Vicky, be in South. So where you want to back, it depends on, I would say, back your destiny palace. That would be best, right? So back to Miriam's question, the Destructor. So the Destructor can actually bring a lot of disruption. It's like all this, would say, entrepreneurial ideas. So when you're exploring new opportunities, when you are exploring potential and prospects, you need ideas. Okay, you need to have fresh ideas that come. And this will actually help you to create those opportunities. It may not be for now, but it's more on future looking. Okay. So let's look at each of the Destiny Palace. So for November, I'm using the Olympics as the theme because we are in for a game. Okay, so let's start with Southeast. So Southeast, can see there's this combination which is called Heavenly Yi combination. And what you can expect in November is that you may worry on things that may or may not happen. And this can actually cause a lot of confusion. It can also bring frustration to your life. So imagine when you are in a hurdle race, okay, you need to focus on running the race and also getting to the end of the race, instead of just looking at the end of the race and wondering how are you going to get over one hurdle after the next. Okay, you won't get anywhere if you are just staring at the hurdles. You need to start running. If you fall down, it's okay, pick yourself up, okay, overcome the obstacle, start over again, and you just need to keep running. So the thing that can hold you back in November would be if you fail to focus on the present, on what actions you need to do now, and you worry too much into the future, this will hold you back. Okay, just remember when you're in a hurdle race, you need to start running. If you don't run, you are getting nowhere and the hurdles won't go away. All right. So next we have the south. So in the south, we have a formation that indicates it's going to be a stretch neck. Okay. So when we see this formation, it actually means like you need to put in a lot of effort. Okay. You need to go for it. You need to get things done before you can achieve success. Okay, just hang on. Can I? All right, I can't mute. All right, so just like success always require fair amount of sacrifices before it can be achieved. Okay, so be ready. This one, be ready to put in that effort. Okay, and this one, it actually demands you to be quick and also to take swift action, right? So be ready to put in that extra effort. Do what is needed, not do what is convenient. What is required, what is needed, that's the thing you need to do. And if you procrastinate, you will miss out on opportunities, okay? So you decide, do you want to tango or do you want to do the twist? Okay, this month you are into a 100-meter sprint run. You just got to give it all out and hit to the end. Okay, next we have the southwest. So southwest, this is, we have two formations in here. One is the lead star flying palace. The other one is a green dragon combines. So this means it's like there are obstacles, okay, but at the same time, there is a blessing at the end. Okay, so focus on the blessing, focus on the good thing. Because if you are focused, you will enjoy the good outcome. However, you should not let your guard down and fall into complacency. You need to be consistent and practice until you hit the target every time. Okay, so the thing that can hold you back is like when you achieve a small result and then you celebrate too early and then you start to put your guard down and you start to feel contented and then you start to expect things to happen again and things to fall on your lap. This would be the scenario and situation that is going to hold you back. And at the end of the day, you will feel like, oh, I've done so much, I've achieved that success, but somehow it's taken away from me. Okay, so be mindful of that. Don't celebrate too early. You need to celebrate your small successes, but you need to keep yourself moving. Okay. So now next is the West. So I do hope if West is your destiny palace, I do hope that you have been sailing high in the past months, as this month requires you to set higher goals. Okay, it requires you to test your limit, push yourself further. And with the right level of expectation, which matches your stamina and your skill set level, you can go very far. So this is a month where you want to raise your bar and test your limit. Okay. But remember, your excuse me, your expectation need to be realistic. Because if your dream is too big and you fail to understand your stamina level, you fail to understand like the skill sets that you have, this can lead you to confusion and frustration. Okay, so let's move on to Northwest. So Northwest, over here we have two formations. So we have the Great White Anteshima, and then we have the Noble Crest. And again, this is another sector which indicates that there is a blessing in disguise. So depending on what you do for a living, okay, this month, you may need to cut your losses. You may need to make a hard decision, as in which of the things that you want to sacrifice in order to get something bigger. Okay, sometimes losing is winning. So focus on the bigger picture, as the losses that you cut off this month, it may bring you to a new, totally new playground, new community, a new society with new experience. And this will benefit you in the future. So target the long shot. Okay. So on the other hand, yeah, if this month you try to play politics, okay, you try to be smart in a way, you are just inflicting pain on yourself. Okay, so get out and get things done. Look at the bigger picture, right? So next we have the North sector. So North sector, we have a very good formation over here, which is called a Green Dragon Salivating Pole. And this indicates career promotion and popularity. So how many of you have North as your destiny palace? Can you type an N for me so that I know how many are there here? No one? No one's destiny palace is in the North? Okay, cool. So this month, go all out, okay? Hit the road, hit it. But one thing you need to be mindful, that is when you are successful. Oh, Vicky, West, cool, set higher goals, right? So back to North. When you're successful, there will be petty people who will be jealous of your success. Okay, when things are going well and you're gaining the momentum, you need to stay alert and be aware of scandals so that you don't get pulled into it. Okay, so detach and ignore, but at the same time, you need to be aware of what's going on. Don't let all these petty things disrupt your momentum. You just need to keep moving on. So you're in a marathon run. You can't afford to be complacent. So focus on completing the course. Okay, there will be distractions that comes your way this month. So build up your stamina, build up your energy. It's not a month to charge, but it's a month to be consistent. Okay. Then the next one, wow, my slides have gone so far. Let me bring it back. Next one is Northeast. So Northeast, we have a month noble entering Earth net. So by the sound of it, it doesn't sound so well, right? So November is a month where you are in a tug of war game. So expect misunderstandings, expect disputes, especially when it comes to written messages, your emails, your WhatsApp messages. Pay more attention to that, because sometimes it's like the message can be misconstrued. Okay, so you may want to check and double check before you click the send button. So this is a month where you need to pull up your socks and focus on resolving matters in an unbiased manner. So decide what you want to do and not get pushed around. Okay, decide which side you want to be, because if you end up in arguing on who is right, who is wrong, you'll just be wasting time. Okay, so don't get yourself into all this. And you don't need to please others. Just get the work done diplomatically. That's the keyword, diplomatically, right? So last on the list this month, we have the East sector. So East sector, we have a self-punishment In fact, there are two formations in this sector. Both of it are self-punishment formation. So it does indicate like there may be a secret ally that is going against you, and it may result in an overthrow or upheaval. So this is a month where you want to get a mentor. Okay, stay close to a mentor, follow the mentor. So imagine you are in a hockey game. There is a captain in the game, and the captain is the one who directs, okay, who goes where and so on. So you need to play along together with the team. This is a month where you find that you are exerting a lot of energy at the wrong time. And this can leave you feeling unmotivated or perhaps isolated. And sometimes you may find yourself caught in a situation where, there is this thing like a breach of trust, where you may feel betrayed in some way. Okay, but anyway, it's just your feelings, all right? However, you also have a share fare of that complication. Okay, so in your endeavor, if you are not taking responsibility for your action, you may be contributing to all this emotional disturbance that's going to take place. Okay, so this is a month where you want to find a mentor, stay close to the mentor, and follow your mentor's advice. So if you don't have a mentor, reach out to your superior or peers whom you have been working closely with, but this month you need to listen and learn from them. So be an active follower. Okay, just like in a hockey game, it requires teamwork, so work as a team. Okay? So, all right, next we'll move on to some dates, right? So you can see this month, no doubt there's going to be unsettling energy, but all of the energies in place, it does give, say, a positive outlook for the month, okay? So let's start with the dates. So in this webinar, I'm not going to segregate it by disruptive date and then power dates. Okay, I will put all in as power dates because we are going to make use of the destructive date and turn it around as our power dates. Okay, so the date start with 2nd November over here. And 2nd November, we are still running on the October energy, but the energy is already transitioning into November. Okay, so this is the day where you can see in the battle perspective, the Jiawu is actually controlling the Wu Earth in the day. So when we have this control, it actually means that you can take control. It's a day for you to take control of your situation. Whatever it may be, you need to decide what is your next course of action. Okay, so for today, not today, it's the 2nd November, right? In the southwest sector, we have a super assistance and a trainee, which really supports learning, it promotes mentor, and it brings a great teacher, okay? And between the hours between 7 to 8:59 a.m. in the southwest sector, we have 3 formations that comes with very strong spiritual energy. So this is the hour where you want to really leverage on, okay, to increase your spiritual alignment level, okay, to increase that to be more aligned with yourself. And what you can do is to back southwest, do some self-questioning, okay, do conscious meditation to discover what is not working well in your mindset. So let's get into a bit of detail over here. Let's look at what we can do during this hour. Okay, so method 1, if you are not convenient to go out, okay, you can do conscious meditation at home and back face southwest. So by means of conscious meditation, it's like you have an intention and you are sitting down with a calm mind and then you let your mind flow. And I always recommend writing it out, because when you don't write things out, when you don't throw things out on a piece of paper, you don't see clearly what's playing out in your mind. Okay, so this would be the hour where you want to really sit down and allow your mind to flow. Discover what is not working well in your mindset. What are the things you want to change in your mindset? Okay, and be at peace with yourself. Don't blame yourself for it. Don't blame yourself for things that have not worked out for you. You need to accept that this is your current self. Okay, it is you. It is who you are. You like it or not, it is you, and you got to accept that. Then the next thing, once you have accepted who you are, you can identify what are the corrective methods that you want to do, and what are the areas that you want to improve. Okay, this is method 1. So then we have method 2. Method 2 is actually my preferred method, which is the walking meditation. And I really like doing walking meditation because it brings inspiration. Okay, so what you need to do is open up your Google Map, locate where is your home, okay, where you are, and then look out into the areas to the southwest, direction from your house. Okay, if you have a park or you have an open land, that is ideal, because this is where you want to walk to the park and spend some time there as you let your mind flow. Okay, so during this time, enjoy the scenery, enjoy nature, because you may get inspired by how the tree grows, how the plants grow, how the birds and animals behave, and so on. And when you're doing the walking meditation, okay, ask yourself, what is going on in your mind? Is there anything in your mind that is not working with you? Okay, who you are, accept it, and identify what are the areas which you want to correct, or what are the areas which you want to improve. Okay, and get this inspiration from nature. Look at things around you. Okay, maybe you may have also your neighbors spending their time in the park and so on. So observe, okay, observe what's around, right? So let's get back to 2nd November. So Southwest, it has the super assistant. So for the rest of the day, you can actually back face Southwest, okay, to gain support and to anchor your learning experience. Okay. There's also a second sector on 2nd November that you can use if you find that you are some bad habits or some bad life patterns, lifestyle that is holding you back. You can use Southeast to break free from these bad habits and seek advancement. Okay. So let's move on to the next date. Next date is 8th November. So by nature, this is actually a destructive day, okay, because it is of a full Fan Yin energy. And also we can see the day and the month is conflicting. It has a harm over there. Okay, and then you can see the G Earth. The G Earth is sitting in between the two metal, G Earth. You have the Yang metal, Geng metal, and then you have the Sin metal. It's just like being sandwiched between the angel and the devil. Okay, you may experience this conflict between external expectation, what others expect on you, and also your own principle. Okay, but fret not, because there are some good energies that we can harness on this day. So it starts with Southwest. So Southwest has super assistant and formation, and also the hour between 9 to 10:59 a.m., which is in the morning. It comes with a complete 3 victory formation. So this is a very good timing if you need to reach out to mentors, if you need to reach out to seek support, okay, if you need to reach out for help. So for those of you who have East as your destiny palace, leverage on this hour. Use this hour to connect with your mentors. Okay, this is also the precious light hour. Okay, if let's say I don't need to connect to mentor externally, so how can I use this hour? You can actually do meditation. Okay, you can do manifestation to seek divine guidance, to seek clarity from divine during this hour, and back southwest when you're doing that. Okay, or if you're someone who goes back into the office, so 9 to 10:59 a.m. it's the time where office open, where the office hour starts. Okay, you can walk into the office and be mindful. You want to keep your back to the southwest. Greet everyone that you meet, and turn everyone into your supporter. Okay. So there's also a second sector on 8 November that you can leverage on. And this is also for the full day, which is in the southeast. So southeast has flying bird fall into cave. Okay, that is, which is very good for when you're working on a project that needs time, okay, to bring out the result and outcome, right? I think that's the third one. Okay, the third one is in Northwest. So Northwest has green dragon. So you have Southeast, flying bird fall into cave, and then you have Northwest with green dragon. So you can pick and choose, okay, which direction you want to use. All right. So let's move on to the next date, which is 14th of November. So 14th November is a Sunday. And this is a day which is also destructive in nature because it comes with it with the full Fan energy. So since it is a Sunday, right? Chill out. The day may be disruptive and it can be mind-boggling. As we can see that the tiger in the day, from the Bazi perspective, the tiger in the day, it actually combines, and at the same time, it destructs the pig in the month. And in the heavenly stand, we can see the pink fire is also combining with the zinc metal in the year, and it can bring some unsettling energy that makes you feel, oh shit, I've been cheated or I've been deceived. Okay, it brings things which you don't expect. Things start to play out in a different manner. So expect the unexpected, right? But amidst all this unsettling energy, it is also a great day where you can use to train your inner peace. That is finding peace amidst the chaos. Okay. So for the full day, in the southeast, we have flying bird fall into cave. And the way we use flying bird fall into cave is to allow the energy and the lessons to unfold, to guide us forward. That is how you can leverage on flying bird for self-development. Okay, and the hours between, okay, before I go to the hour, there's a second sector on 14 November, which is Northwest, and Northwest comes with green dragon. So you can choose whether you want to use the flying bird fall into cave or green dragon. If you're using green dragon, you need to have a strategy. You need to have actions that you want to take, because green dragon is all about action. It's action driven. Okay, so next we can move on to the hour. The hours between 9 to 10:59 p.m. This is also the precious light hour, and it is very good for us to do some mental cleansing. Okay, so in the southeast during this hour, it actually has a complete 3 victory formation. So you can actually do conscious meditation or contemplation, okay, where you assess what you did in the day, what happened, okay, what are the emotions that you experienced throughout the day and what triggers that, okay, and then find that answer within and to cleanse off all the negative energy out. Just feel that, okay, now you are aware of what happened in the day, what you did in the day, and there are parts of the day, the experience, the emotions that you don't want it to happen again. So imagine that it is flushed out, okay? And of course, it will only be effective if it comes with a corrective action. So now that you are aware how your emotions play out, what can you do next? Okay, if you're put into a same situation, okay, how would you handle it differently? Okay, then next in the northwest sector is where you are already done with all the mental cleansing, and now you want to replace it with a new energy. You want to attract positive energy. So this is the sector where you want to use for manifestation. Okay, what do you want to see happen to you? What do you want to unfold in front of you? Right? So when you're back northwest during this hour, you have tiger in the hour, which means you can manifest for stamina, you can manifest for energy, but you can also manifest, if northwest is your destiny palace, you can also manifest to your destiny guardian. All right. So let's move on to the next date. The next one is 16 November. So 16 November, it's a day where we want to really fill up our whole day with productivity. Okay, we want to have a fruitful day on 16th of November. So since it is an initiate day, so you can start planning now. Ask yourself, what do you want to start doing on this day? Okay, so this day, internally, it brings some destructive energy. As we can see, the dragon and the ox forms a destruction. So this is a very good day where you want to give up old habit and replace it with something new. Okay. Then next, you need to start your day early, because we can look at the west. Yeah, the west. Okay, in the day we have the ninth heaven, and then during the hours between the hours 7 to 8:59 a.m. we have chief in the envoy in the west sector, and it comes with a green dragon. So this is a time where you want to spend back west and plan out your day. All right, put out all the plans, hack your schedule, and what are the actions you want to take, and at the end of the day, what do you want to achieve out of these actions? Okay, so throughout the day, throughout this day, you can actually leverage on the southwest sector by back facing southwest to seek support, okay, or to reach out to mentor to increase your learning ability. Okay, and of course to gain clarity as well, because we have chief over there. So the next date is the 22nd of November. So this is a day where we can see the Jiawood. Okay, from the puzzle perspective, the Jiawood is actually combining with the Ji Earth, and it provides stability. Okay, but however, internally, you can see the dog in the day. It actually brings some punishment to the ox, and this can cause like aggression. So be mindful of your internal frustration. Okay, work things out steadily. So from achievement perspective on this day, in the southwest, for the whole day, we have Jade Maiden formation together with a super assistant formation. So what a superb formation to gather support from people. Okay, so this is a day where you want to really make full use of the southwest sector to gather all the support, to attract all the support that you can get. Okay. Then in the west sector, it comes with a spiritual formation that help you to discover beyond what you know. Okay, and this is the man-fake formation for the whole day, and specifically during the hours between 3 to 5 p.m. it has a 3 victory formation where can see the 9 heaven in the day, and then during the hour, we have the chief and also the life door. And these 3 elements together, it forms a tree victory. So if you are someone who is lacking that courage, okay, and you know you have fear and you have something hidden inside which you are struggling to get out, you want to use this hour back west, okay, dig out all the things that you have been hiding, dig out all your inner fear, okay, all those that you have swept under the carpet and things that you are hoping that no one will ever find it, and things that you hope that you have forgotten, okay? Just look at this. Problems don't go away if you ignore it. It will still be there. So why not gain that courage and uproot all these fears that you have, okay? All these issues which you have been avoiding, and sort it out one by one, okay? So use this west direction, back west, to gain the courage to look beyond what you don't see now, what you think which is so scary to you, all these fears, all the things which you are hiding, and you hope no one would find out and no one would see it. Pull it all out and reassess it. Perhaps it is not as scary as you thought, okay? And moreover, on this day, you can always reach out for support by leveraging on the southwest direction, okay? So the next date, which is 24th November. So 24th November is a day where you can use to build up your expertise. Okay, really focus and go deep into exploring one topic. So this day has hidden water combos that can stir up emotion. So to start with, we can see the pink fire in the day, and it combines with the zinc metal in the year. So when this combination happens, sometimes it can bring like some deceptive kind of environment, deceptive kind of situation, okay? But a lot of times, okay, when things don't happen in a way that we expected, is because we didn't spend the effort and the time to understand the details on what is required and what it takes, right? So perhaps this is a day where you want to do that. Okay, don't just look at things from the surface, but dive in to look into the detail, to understand what it takes, what is required out of you. If you want to achieve certain things, what level of effort do you need to put in? Okay. And in addition to the pink and zinc combination, we also have the red, pig, and ox in this day. It combines into a directional combo, and directional combo actually means specialization. So pick a skill and master it. Okay. For the full day in a Chiman perspective, Chiman energy in Southwest, wow, you will love this. You can see on the screen right now, it has both green dragon returns and also flying bird fall into cave. Okay, so write on it, decide what skills you want to specialize, okay, and what options you have. What are your learning channels? Go ahead all the way out for it. Then during the hours between 7 to 8:59 a.m., so start your day early. Okay, start your day early. You may want to do some planning early of the day, or you want to do some maybe manifestation or meditation, okay, to prepare yourself to ride on this wonderful energy in the day. Plan your day ahead. So you can see in the west also, west, we have 9 heaven in the day, and then during the hour in the morning, we have chief. And if you refer to the month energy, there is already a life door. So this is the hour where we have a complete tree victory formation. So use this direction and plan all your actions. Pack your day with activities, okay? And throughout the day, leverage on this wonderful energy in Southwest, where you have both green dragon return, you have flying bird fall into cave, you also have super assistant, okay, and also Chuan Yi is mental luck, right? So you have all this power pack energy. So remember, 24th November is not a day for you to forget. Use it, mark your calendar, okay? All right, so now I've shared so many days, so many dates, right? So do you want to get more out of these dates? If you want to get more out of these dates, type a yes in the chat so that I know. Let me know how many of you are interested to get more. Okay, while I respond to Facebook. Oh, yes. So you all would like to learn more, right? How you can make full use of this day, how you can get more out of it instead of just day by day, okay? So some of you may have noticed that I've actually hosted an event on the 2nd of November. So join me on 2nd November at 8:30 p.m. to learn how you can get more out of these dates. And I will give you a breakthrough starter kit. So instead of just having, okay, there's one day good, another day good, and then another day have different energies and so on, let's do a breakthrough with a strategy, okay? And then you can have a plan with all these good dates and energy line up, and you can hit it every time. All right? So remember, join me on 2nd of November, 8:30 p.m. That's GMT +8 Singapore KL time, right? So to summarize this month, okay, November is a month for you to reclaim your happiness and your life. So it's a month for you to redesign your life, because the energy may be disruptive, okay? Since there's so many things unexpected that you need to expect, why not create it for yourself? So decide the change that you need, redesign your life, rebuild your confidence, reclaim your freedom, and start with a strategy. Okay, be mindful that you're not alone and you need to work with others, need to work in a team. There are people around you which you can't ignore. So beware of your emotions. Don't let it ruin your month, and use logic, be rational. Most importantly, do not give up, because a man is not finished when he's defeated. A man is finished when he quits. Okay? So this sums up for the month. And as usual, I have my upcoming webinars and workshops and events. So I have this 12 months group coaching, which is starting on 1st December until next year. So if you're interested, do drop me a message, okay, and chat with me to find out the details, what's in here. So a brief overview is that this is the program where I will be layering the various methods of Chinese metaphysics, okay, like BaZi, Qi, the Feng Shui Flying Star, over a personal development framework. All right. So next, so check out my shop for my services. And for this month, my chit chat session is going to be next week, which is the first Saturday of the month. So join me. Okay, it is 10:30 p.m. GMT +8 Singapore KL night time. All right. So that's it. That's it for today. And anyone has any questions? You can ask me any question. No question? All right. looks like I don't have questions today. None from the FB Live, and I don't see any question from the Zoom chat, from the Zoom room. So, all right. Okay, Yuanvi has a question. Does the luck pillar animal sign affect by pick this month? Yes, it does. So if you have an animal sign in your luck pillar that is affected, it actually means that you will actually encounter, okay, these situations and circumstances which is external to you. Somehow you will bump into people who come across such incidents, circumstances, events, or experience, and so on. And since it is not directly affected in your budget chart, you have a choice. You can choose to detach. Okay? So it's just that you will come across such events. So again, you have a choice. You want to tango or do you want to twist? Okay, choose. The key here is you need to make a decision what you want to do. All right? Any more questions? Think, okay, external people did that to me October, going November. Yeah, choose how you want to deal with it. Choose how you want to handle it. Remember, the choice is in your hand. Okay? All right, any more? Okay, let me pick a question from the FB Live. That's from Mayet. I'm transferring to a southwest main door condo mid-November. How to mitigate the negative star there when I move in? Okay, when you move into your main door is southwest, right? So in fact, for November, the southwest is not that bad. It's just that the illness star. But if you focus on the good things that it brings, okay, you focus on the value, I would say it's okay. So in terms of if you are concerned about activating the illness star, I would say this, like sometimes we can't avoid things, but it's more on, there's an illness star there, just pay attention to your health. So if you're moving in mid-November, choose a good date where you have good star with good energies in southwest when you move in. And this can actually mitigate and cushion it and cushion the negative star. Okay, Maya? Okay, so looks like there's no more questions. If no more questions, thank you very much. And do join me on 2nd of November. Okay, that's where I'll focus a bit more on life transformation and how can we use Chinese metaphysics too, okay, and layer it on top to help us to transform. All right, so okay, thank you everyone and bye.